Hi, friends. How are you? Getting ready to go live over on Instagram as well. We're very fancy here now at Just Chill. We can stream it 3 places at the same time. So let me do that over on Instagram and we are good to go. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hope that you're having a great day. Excited to have you spend some time with us tonight. Megan's in the chat as well. So if you have any questions about any of the items that we feature tonight, please feel free to put your questions in the comments and Megan will do her best to give you links or answer your questions for anything that you might see. We have a really beautiful show tonight, which I'm excited about. I have had a busy day. I don't know if any of you are watching QVC today, but I was there this morning with Allie Carr. I was there this evening with Amy Strand. So it's been a busy day. I was telling Megan earlier, hi, everybody who's popping in. Nice to see you. I was telling Megan earlier, I said, oh, thanks, Lauren, that my alarm went off this morning so I was on last night with Courtney Kandabi and then, came home. By the time I got home, got everything ready for today so that I wouldn't be stressed this morning. I find that that's helpful for me. So I got, everything ready. And so by the time I went to bed last night, it was probably 12:30. And then I had to get up this morning at 6. And when the alarm went off this morning, I laid there for a second and I'm like, Trevor doesn't have school today. Why am I getting up? And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm on QVC. So I got up, got ready, did my show there. I did a live stream today on QVC.com. I don't know if any of you saw it. That was fun. I like trying these new things. Hi, Tracy. And then came home. I took a nap. Oh my gosh, I took the best 1-hour nap. I mean, I fell asleep the second my head hit the pillow. I don't think I'd barely closed my eyes and I was out. And then woke up about an hour later and refreshed and headed in and did the show with Amy. And then as soon as that was over, grabbed my stuff, came back home. Kylie got everything set up for me tonight. So that was very helpful. And here we are. So I love our Tuesday times together. I do want to clarify. I know last week, hi, Brenda. Hi, Jill and wonderful team. I do have a wonderful team. I'm so lucky. Last week, I teased that I might have a special guest tonight, but that there were some possible legal things that we needed to take care of. And that's the case. So fingers crossed that guest will be here next week. And maybe keep an eye on social media later this week, like maybe on Friday, because that special guest may be making an announcement that he is coming to Just Jill on his social page. Do you have any guesses who it might be? It's pretty cool. I'd love to see who you think it might be. Hi, Karen in Massachusetts. I see all my friends. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. All right. So so special guest star. Remember that on the Love Boat when you would watch it? Special guest star. Like they were like more important than the regular stars that were in the show that night. But anyway, special guest star. We're going to be carrying a new collection of products and we're really, really excited about this person who I've known for a very long time, who is probably one of the nicest people on the planet and whose work is wonderful. So I'm really, really, really excited. And I'm sure you will be excited too. So that person hopefully will be joining me, fingers crossed, next week, certainly in the next 2 weeks, we think for sure. So that's coming. Thanks, Linda. Thank you for watching on QVC. We had a fun day with J Jewelry, some great things. And you know what, Megan could even, put a link up for Jay in the chat because there are some great items that are on sale in the collection. So if you happen to love J Jewelry or looking for some new things, I was sort of excited because the Symbols of Love collection for Jay is one of the most popular because people love the messages of the symbols and they had asked me to give my input for a symbol. And so I suggested the North Star because I really am passionate about that as a symbol. I think that it's, the North Star in the sky is the brightest of all the stars. So even on the darkest night, there's light. And I love the concept of using that North Star. What is your North Star? What is your guiding light? What is your compass point? And that's been very important to me really my whole life. I think that I have always been the type of person that really looks inside to myself and what is true about me, and what am I willing to do, and where am I going to go, and why not try things. And so that message, and I think especially QVC is doing a lot around, this age of possibility. Although I will say, I think that we already have that here at Just Jill. And I've worked really hard to harness that community of those of us who are, mostly 40 plus, I think here, many 50 plus. And I think we are all very supportive of each other in being able to accomplish anything at any age. So anyway, the North Star was really significant to me because I can tell you that when I left QVC almost 5 years ago, I had no idea what was going to happen. My North Star at that point was my family and being home with my kids. And as they were transitioning into high school, into college, and figuring out what I wanted my next step to be. And lo and behold, look what happened. So all things are possible, and you just have to believe and you have to take a shot. But it all comes back to believing what is your center. Who are you at your core? And let that light of yours, let your North Star shine bright too. So anyway, it was exciting because all those pieces sold out. So I was thrilled with that, and I hope that if any of you pick those up, they're meaningful pieces for you too. All right, so what do we have in store tonight? I was looking at some of the guesses. Maybe Robert Lee Morris. I would love Robert Lee Morris, but he doesn't really do a lot of jewelry like where we could carry his jewelry anymore. So it's not a jewelry person. How about if I just do that? But I could probably have Robert just be a guest sometime. He's fascinating. One of my favorite people in the whole planet. I'm like just reading everybody's notes. Matthew, can't wait to see the new Buyer's Choice this year. Also, would you do a Halloween witch? We've talked about, I don't know if I'll have time to create a Halloween witch, Matthew, but we've talked about carrying some of the unique witches that are in the assortment at Buyers. I will tell you, we will have a new Santa and Mrs. Claus for Christmas in July. I just signed off on those yesterday or today. So that's pretty exciting. And I really love the look of them. I think you will too. So really fun. We didn't do a Mrs. Claus for Christmas in July last year. So we definitely did one this year. And I think that you will be very happy. And Matthew said, I meant for Jill to design her own Halloween Buyers. I don't know if I have time for that, but I will consider it. For you, Matthew, we'll consider it. All right. So I'm loving the guesses that I'm seeing, a few names that are out there. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carol in Richmond, Virginia. Okay. So what do we have for you tonight? All kinds of fun things. The month of April is coming to an end. And so that means that some of our special offers from Just Jill are starting to, enter their final days, which means that if you want any of our extra percent off, our gifts with purchase, our special deals, time to make sure you're aware of everything we have going on. Also, I would love some feedback on the look of our new shop site. What do you guys think? Many of you may not have realized it. I hope you did. It looks a little different, but we did transition to a whole new look and experience over at Just Jill Shop. And I would love to get your feedback. Do you find it easier to navigate? Do you like seeing more of the images? Do you like seeing more of the products? Is there anything we're missing there? So please let me know what you think, because I would love to know your thoughts. So what are we going to talk about tonight? Well, we launched Polish Pottery here at Just Jill before the holidays. And so it's been, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months that we've been carrying Polish Pottery. Polish Pottery is all handmade in Poland. It is all hand painted. Every piece is essentially one of a kind because one artist is doing one pattern on one piece at a time. So they're very special. The beauty of them is that they are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, oven safe. So you can really use these. They don't scratch, they don't fade. They're wonderful, wonderful pieces to display, but really to use. And I presented Polish stoneware for years at my time at QVC. I was very lucky to be put in touch with a woman here, not far from where I live in Pennsylvania, who is an importer of Polish pottery from the same factories, the higher end factories, like the Rolls Royce of the factories that QVC used for many years when you would shop the line when Gloria was there with Polish pottery. So these are top of the line artists. Joyce said, love Polish pottery. We have expanded our assortment. So we just loaded some things before our show went on tonight because we put some things up earlier today and they sold out. And here's why now is the time to go shopping for Polish pottery, everybody, because for the first time ever, we're putting the whole collection on sale. So 10% off every Polish pottery item we have. That discount will be taken at checkout, and that sale will be in effect until next Tuesday, the last day of April. So but here's what I need you to know. We have a lot of our pieces. We might have 2. We might have 3. We might have 1 in some of the bigger grand pieces. We have 1. So if you see something that you think you might like and you want to get it with that 10% off, sometimes I will tell you, you know what, just think about it and come back and make sure you take care of what you want to get before the end of the month when the sales are over. For the Polish pottery, run, don't walk. That's all I'm going to say. Run, don't walk. Because what we have are very high-end designer pieces. These are for the collectors out there. I don't know if any of you are really that higher end collector. These are Unicot pieces. These are Unicot 4 pieces. We have all different sizes. Most of what we carry are Unicot, but we have a few that are not Unicot. The Unicot, just so you know, refers to these are specialty, the top of the line, like the Picassos of the Polish pottery industry are the artists who are creating those pieces. The artwork on those pieces is far more intricate than pieces that are not considered Unicot. But I just want to tell you, we have pieces on the site that are not Unicot as well, and they're just as beautiful, and they're significantly less expensive. So if that's your first foray into Polish pottery, do that, and then start working your way up. For those of you that are already there, that was me from the first piece I ever saw. I think the first piece of Polish pottery I ever bought was like $200. Like I didn't start with a $49 ramekin. I went for it. But you know what? I don't regret it. And I use those pieces all the time. I have a Polish pottery bowl in my pantry or my Lazy Susan cabinet where my dishes are that I pull out and use all the time. I love it for serving. I love it for mixing. I love it for salads. I love it for fruit. Like I love these pieces. Leslie said, please stress that Polish pottery is meant to be used. Plus it's easy to clean. Leslie, yes. Right? And it doesn't fade. It doesn't wear off. It's not decals. It's all hand painted. So I'm going to go through here and I'll try to keep things moving pretty quickly, but we have tons of brand new, and I would encourage you to go to justjillshop.com. That's justjillshop.com. That's my website. And that's where you can find all of these pieces. And again, find what you want. All right. So Kylie did an awesome job for me today by writing out who the artists are for these pieces. So I'll do my best to pronounce the names. I probably will not do a great job, but I will try. And we'll also let you know that these are, various Unicot pieces. So the first one I want to show you is one of my favorites. I kind of want to buy this one for myself. Kylie's nodding her head. She's like, yeah, and then let me use it. We both love this one. And I love it because it's all blue and white. This is Unicot U4. It is a small round baker. The artist on this one is Maria Starzyk. It's 8 inches in diameter, 2 inches high. Look, completely hand painted. There are no decals here. There are no stickers. These flowers that you see here, this flower design that you see going all the way around, look at it on the outside of the piece too. Do you know how they create that? With sea sponges that are from the Baltic that they cut into shapes and then individually hand press it all the way around. They fill it in where they need to with brushes. And you have this absolutely beautiful piece. This is, again, You could bake a casserole in this. You could do a potatoes au gratin. You could do macaroni and cheese. You could use this to serve. You could do fruit salad in this. How about if I name off some of my great recipes over at justjill.com? Do that pistachio Watergate salad. Do ambrosia salad in this. This is something that would be great to do maybe a cut in half version of our cream cheese cherry, which is our featured recipe that we're doing today. You could bake cornbread in this. I mean, you could do a couple of chicken breasts with rice, and just bake it. I mean, it's baking, it's serving, it's beautiful. I just loved this one. So check this one out. Again, all Polish stoneware. We've never done this before. All Polish stoneware at Just Jill is 10% off. And that will be taken at checkout. And that's whether you buy one piece or 10. And remember too, the most important thing, I have to say this all the time because we get new people who are checking us out all the time. Shipping and handling included. So when you see the price, your shipping and handling is included in that. You're not going to go to checkout and have to pay another $25. It's all included in your price. All right. So there is that piece. We love that. Our signature small round baker. Just so you can see too on the back, there is the information. Whoops, upside down. There's the information so that you can see handmade in Poland, Unicot, the signature of the artist. Everything is there. Okay. All right. It is a beauty, right, Joyce? Okay. So that's one of our favorites. Next, I'm going to show these canisters because we haven't done these before. And these are what we call our signature utensil holders. But I think you could use these for a lot of different things. Yes, great on your kitchen counter, so functional, beautiful to keep all of your spatulas and those kinds of things. If you want it, there's no drainage in this, but if you wanted to do a little potted plant in here, you could certainly do that too. Maybe do faux flowers inside of this and make it really pretty. This one is called In the Reeds. So look at all the detail here. Again, this is a Unicot piece as well. It's about 5 3/4 of an inch high, about 5 3/4 of an inch in diameter. This one's called In the Reeds. It's by Donta Napick. And you can see she's done these beautiful swirls. There's a little brown. Look here how she's created these blue flowers, but then the reeds go in between them. I love how it's finished all around the top. Okay. Nice big piece. You could use that for your K-cups. You could use that for your Nespresso pods. That is a really good idea. Actually, I think I kind of like that for myself. You can use it for a lot of different things. Wherever you need something, a canister of some kind to hold stuff, you could do it. I would say you could do dog biscuits in this, but remember there's no lid to it. That's the only thing. Gosh, tons of ways you could use this. And then I'm actually wondering, Kylie, go get me a roll of toilet paper. I wonder if you could put an extra roll of toilet paper in there and have it in your bathroom. Is that dumb? Is it too pretty to use for toilet paper? Maybe. Let me show you the other pattern. The other pattern, this is by Lucina Lenkovitz. I don't know that I said that correctly. I apologize. Here is the bottom. Okay. And this pattern is called Pink Flowers. And let's see. How about it? What can I say, people? Sometimes they're crazy ideas. And then again, sometimes they're gems. Okay, so look at that. How great would that be? Just another use. Just another use. Want to pretty up your bathroom? There you have it. All right, so this one is called Pink Flowers. You can buy yourself flowers. Hi, Adrienne in Southern California. Look how pretty that is. So again, this band here done by hand, that all done by hand, painted by hand. Look at the flowers, look at the leaves, look at all of that detail, all done by hand. Just fabulous. All right. So those are our utensil holders. And again, all of these are available at justjillshop.com. Next, let's go for something that might be a little bit more affordable because you still want to try the Polish pottery, but you want to do something simple. And one other thing to think about, we're heading into wedding season. These are beautiful wedding gifts. Give a beautiful bowl, give a platter, give a baker, give the utensil holder. These are keepsakes that they will have for years and years and years and years and years. This is also another little gift that I love. We've sold out of these before. I was able to get more. These are our spoon rests. Aren't they cute? So look here, there's a little divot there. Do we have any wooden spoons out there? And this just sits out on your countertop, and then you can have your spoon, rest. You know how to use a spoon rest. But if you don't want to use it as a spoon rest, I don't see any reason. I know there's this little divot here for the handle of the spoon, but I don't see any reason why you couldn't use this as a little jewelry trinket tray. I don't see any reason why you couldn't use this as a little salt dish. If I use kosher salt and everything, I'm sprinkling it on top of my food constantly when I'm cooking. So this could be great for just the salt. Be wonderful. If I need to wash it, I can. Remember, all of these pieces are dishwasher safe. They're microwave safe. They're oven safe to 500 degrees. If they're just beautiful. If you wanted to freeze something in it, you could. Let me see here. Let's take that one. Yeah, that works. Okay. So see that fits right there. Maybe my spoons aren't the best example, but at least you get the idea of the size. All right, so let me go through the patterns. This one here, blue flowers. Flowers on the outside, flowers on the inside. Okay, blue flowers. Dainty blue blooms. Look at all the detail on that, all the way around. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I would be fired on the first day. I had a hard time with paint by numbers. This is blue circle. So again, it's swirls. Look at the swirls. And then the pretty green, like trailing vines. And then the 3 flowers in the center. That's called blue circle. This one has earthy tones to it. We called it autumn. But it's really, this is more like browns and blues. So if you have wood cabinetry in your kitchen, this would be really pretty there. If you love warmer colors, not the cooler grays, but you have always loved the warm browns and rust and earth tones, this would be great for you. So that's called autumn. This is called berries. So on the outside, you have this pattern of blue and white, but then on the inside, swirls and those little like pink berries going all the way around. And then finally, this one is called lace. So this one on the outside, really pretty, but look at this sort of, again, this sort of movement, right? This kind of squiggle that looks like lace. And then you have that same design on the inside. Okay. All right. So check those out. Those spoon rests, they measure 5 inches by 3.5 inches by about 1.5 inches high. We have a salt and pepper shaker set. Another great idea for a gift idea for a wedding gift. Come on. So good, right? So this is called green scroll with blue. We have 2 other patterns available over on the website. There is one called blue flower, and you've seen a lot of blue flower. That's probably the most consistent pattern that we offer across the different styles. So blue flower is available here. And then we have a green and blue abstract, but I just wanted you to be able to see like what you get here. So you've got, on the inside there, this whole piece is like a rubberized stopper that you can pull out, the salt and the pepper, and you get the cute little tray, and the tray has little divots in it for the salt and pepper shaker to sit. Okay, just one thing I want to show you. With this one, if you happen to pick up the spoon rest in what's called the dainty blue blooms, look how good those all look together. So that's a really nice combination. Just saying, if you want it to kind of match. All right, next, we have dinnerware. Dream, right? But the thing with the dinnerware is just collect it plate by plate. You don't have to buy the whole set. And while everything is 10% off, all of our Polish pottery, whether it's a $40 piece or it's a $240 piece, it's all 10% off. It'll be applied at checkout. So here are our dinner plates. Now, these are also plates that you could use for display. And I know some of you, when we've offered these plates, like I couldn't believe how quickly these sold out. But this one is called Indigo Blooms. So look at, again, all of the intricacy. Look at the workmanship there. That's all done by hand. And they have to do it like one at a time, like one plate at a time to finish it all up. It's so labor intensive. I love the shape of these plates too. There's a little bit of a bowl to them. So if you're doing a pasta dish or something like that, the sauce isn't going to go sloshing off. So that is called Indigo Blooms, and that is by Anna, probably, Pasher Vizvish. Her name is on the back. Her name is Anna. Again, this is a Unicot piece. It's a U4. So again, highly collectible. And then here is Blue Roses, and this is by Teresa. Teresa is one of those artists that I know many of you have collected her pieces before. Again, it's called Blue Roses, just all blues and greens, just beautifully done. Really weighty. Again, you could use this as a serving piece. So don't feel like with a plate like this, you'd have to buy a whole service for 8 or 12. In my cabinet, I have some plates that I just thought were cute that I picked up here or there. And I just have one of them. And I don't necessarily use them for dinner, but I use them for serving. They're just so cute to, put something out. If I'm going to put out meat and cheese, or if I'm going to, put out, just whatever I might be serving. Maybe this is what I use for the cheese slices, the lettuce and tomato if I'm doing burger night or something like that. Like sometimes it's just one, and that can be just fine. So if these are things you think you'll love, and that's what I want you to think about when you're looking at these. If these are pieces that are just going to sit away in a cabinet somewhere and they're never coming out, do not spend your money. Then it just becomes a thing. These need to be things that you are going to enjoy using, something that you're treating yourself to, because this is what you would get joy from looking at and using every day. I know that might sound silly, but I have to tell you, I have a coffee mug. It's a Pottery coffee mug. It's not Polish pottery, but it's from a potter who actually whose work has been like in the Smithsonian and the Metropolitan Museum. And it was a gift from my best friend, Emily. And there's just something about this mug that I, decades later, still get such pleasure from. Every time I hold it, every time I look at it, every time I use it, I just love it. I love it. If I could only have one coffee mug for the rest of my life, it would be that one. Sorry to say to my kids, not the ones that you gave me that say Super Mom or whatever. I want my one Pottery mug. Kylie's like, oh, there's just something about it I love. I love looking at it. I love the artistry of it. And so that's what I want these pieces to be for you. I want it to be something where every time you pull it out, you think, gosh, these are just the prettiest plates, and put it down and enjoy your meal. And I think for those of you who maybe, you're on your own, I know cooking for one can be a drag. I hear that from my mom a lot. But you know what? For the times that you do, sit down and enjoy it on a beautiful plate. That's something you can do for yourself. All right, so those are the plates. Let me talk about a couple serving baking dishes. I know I started with the blue one. I just want to show you this next one, and then I have one more to show you. Two more, I guess, things to show you. These are these signature rimmed octagonal serving pieces. So really nice shape on these and tons of detail. These are 9 by 9 by 2. Isn't that pretty? And again, you could bake in here. Keep that in mind. You're baking in here. You're serving in here. You're microwaving in here. You're reheating. If you wanted to use this as a big, huge salad bowl, go for it. They're just beautiful. This one is called Bold and Blue, and this is by Barbara Fidelis. And beautiful detail, hand-painted flowers all the way around. Look at the beautiful detail here and here. I mean, all the way around. Just incredible craftsmanship. And there on the inside, look at the layers and layers and layers of color. So pretty. So that's called Bold and Blue. Then we have one called Pretty in Pink. And I have another Pretty in Pink piece from this same artist that I'm going to show you in a second. But look how beautiful that is. And the pink, just to be clear, is kind of more of a corally pink. So it's not a fuchsia pink. It's not a ballet slipper pink. It's a little bit more of like a coral or a salmon pink. But look how beautiful that is. Look at the detail on that. Not just all of the swirls, but then all of the way that it's been painted all the way around. And then look at all of this. Like that's just amazing to me. It feels just incredible. They have a nice weight to them. It feels like they're real dishes. And then finally, the last one here, this one is called Field of Blue Blooms. So this one has a lot of the white and the green and the blue all together. I love how the artist kind of filled this whole thing in, then has like leaves and blooms going all the way around, but then kept some of the white color of the pottery. But then look at the side. Look at that, just completely all the way around. So beautiful. All right. So those are all Unicot pieces. Just absolutely incredible. I was just looking, like everything has the signature on the bottom. Everything is stamped, made in Poland. And again, these are just specialty pieces that become collector's item. People love them. I mentioned that Pretty in Pink piece I had by the same artist in a different piece. So this is so cool. So they call this a candy box, but I think you could use this for a lot of different things. If you wanted to put this on your coffee table and keep wrapped candies in it, I think you could do that very easily. If you wanted to use this on your vanity and fill it up with cotton balls and Q-tips and those kinds of things, you could easily do that too. I think it's just a really pretty piece. The dish itself is octagonal, but notice how it's round. So then this has a lip to it that fits right down on the inside. I love the top too. It kind of reminds me of a pretzel a little bit, but this is that Pretty in Pink pattern. So it goes all the way around, but then look on the inside. Ready? Surprise on the inside. It's painted there too. So that's called Pretty in Pink. And Mary said, that's my favorite. And then this next one is called Pink Cosmos. This has some yellow in it. Blue, pink, which again is a corally pink, blue, green, yellow, and pink. I've never seen one quite like this before. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty that is, going all the way around. So nice. And then you lift it up on there. And this one has this beautiful wreath on the inside. It's like, I feel like some of you were like, when I open it up, you're like, oh, it's so pretty. Like I can hear it from here. So that's a beauty too. And again, that particular piece measures 6 inches in diameter, 6 inches in height. And the Pink Cosmos is by Christina Nizielek. And the Pretty in Pink is by Zofia Superniak. And that's the same artist who did that rimmed piece that I showed you in the Pretty in Pink too. And then last but not least, you've loved our mini cheese ladies. We do have a full-size cheese lady. She's spectacular. The detail on this is unbelievable. This is 7 3/4 inches with the plate and 7 inches high. But I just want to hold this up and have you look at all the detail on this one. I mean, look at this, then this, then this. I love this look of these flowers. I just love that. Look at all of the detail on this. Look at all of the curves you have to paint over to create this. There's the little cheese lady face. There's the inside there. And then it comes with a plate. Look at the plate. The plate is amazing. And this kind of has a little bit of almost like an aqua color going on there, which is very unique. We haven't really had any other pieces that feature that. Total collector's item, I think. So there's that. And then finally, I know I've said that about 3 times, but I keep forgetting we have more. Yeah, look at that one. So these are these beautiful watering pitchers. You can use them as a flower, pot if you want, a flower vase if you want to. This one is called Pink Flower. So again, it has the pink and the green, but then look at just all this work. Again, each artist will cut a specialty pattern on these sea sponges and press them all the way around, all the way up the spout. I mean, it's just amazing. And then we also have this for those of you who just love your blues and whites. That's a good one. Look, it has hearts and flowers, and this one is called Blue Daisy. And even the detail there looks like blue daisies. Okay. So, wow, that was a lot. That was a lot of pottery, but there's even more over at Just Jill Shop. So check out our whole assortment. You can get 10% off any of our Polish pottery pieces now for the next week, basically through April 30th, through the end of the month. 10% off any Polish pottery piece that we offer. We've never done a markdown or a sale on our Polish pottery items. So take advantage of that special opportunity. Think gifts, not just wedding gifts, but think about, who's getting a new house. Think ahead to the holidays. I know that, don't throw anything at your computer screen. I know I'm not trying to rush it. But when you see a good deal, it's nice to be able to save some money on it. And if you know somebody, like my sister-in-law, Lane, loves Polish pottery. In fact, she's bought some pieces from us. And I'm just looking at some of these pieces and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lane would be going crazy if she saw all these items. So now would be the time to get her something because I can save a little bit of money on it. So check out our assortment. We're so excited and honored to be able to carry these pieces, and we'll continue to bring you more and more as the year goes on. All right, couple other deals I want to talk to you about. Remember, oh, thanks, Mariana. Love the website, easy to navigate. I'm so glad. We are so pleased with how the website has turned out. We're still in there tweaking a lot because, again, we're a small team. So, and we have like 1,000 products. It's a lot. So there's a lot of pages and there's a lot of logistics that we are trying to figure out for you to just clean it up and have consistency. We'll get there, but I think we're off to a really good start. And I think we grew up a little bit, which is exciting. And we just want to make it easy for you to see what we have available, to find what you might be looking for. And if you ever run into anything that you feel is challenging on the site, please let us know because we're always open to that feedback. If you ever have any questions about your orders, if you want to share feedback of that kind, hello@justjill.com is our customer service email. And if you'll send in, whatever we can help you with there or whatever suggestions you might have, that would be the place to do it. hello@justjill.com. All right, let me talk to you real quickly about our soap rocks offer. This has been very popular this month, and we wanted to bring you the idea of a soap rock and a dish at a great price. Usually when we've done these collections, the price point's been around $40. This particular sort of Just Jill special has been $30. So you're going to get a 4-ounce soap rock that looks like citrine. And it has a little bit of a mango citrus fragrance. It's so fresh. It's not overly fruity. It's so nice. And I don't know, that citrine just makes me happy. I just think when it glows in the light, it's so pretty. It's just bright, colorful, and smells amazing. And then all you have to do is choose which of our soap dishes you want. This one here is coral. So it's kind of a corally terracotta color, I would say. It's not a bright orange. It's more of like a dusty coral. That's probably the best way to say it, dusty coral. And then look how perfectly the 4-ounce soap rock fits right inside there. So I love the little legs here. It kind of looks like a clawfoot tub, but really cute gift idea. One of our customers, I don't know if you're here watching right now, but I can tell you when we launched these, she ordered like 6 of them. And then she came back and she ordered like 4 more. She said she's giving them as gifts to all these different people. They're just the perfect price point, $30. It's something different, unusual, and something she just thought would make great gifts for the various people she needs to give gifts to. And I was so flattered that she felt like, yeah, I would be proud to give this. We love putting these configurations together for you. So these prices, the $30 offer goes away, I think, at the end of the month. So again, it's a great offer. We were able to bring in, we actually did a second order of these because they were so popular the first round. Just choose what color dish you want. The dusty coral, it will come with the citrine, or the yellow on yellow. Happy, bright, sunny. Like how great is that on your kitchen countertop? Or, think about the colors you have in your house. Even if your bathroom has blue, wouldn't the yellow or the coral look pretty with that? Even in a bathroom that has gray, I love grays with yellows. Even if it's done pretty white, lots of white, but just that little subtle pop of color could be very nice. So check those out. We don't have a lot of them left. Just choose from the dusty coral and the yellow. Also, don't forget, if you buy any of our home fragrances this month in a duo, so that's 2 candles, 2 full-size room sprays, or our combo of the candle and the room spray. Candle Maker Ed will include a bonus 2-ounce room spray in your order. There's a variety of fragrances that you could get. It's a candle maker's choice, but you get the opportunity to try a new fragrance from us in these natural essential oil sprays. One other thing I wanted to remind you about too is, with our home fragrance, which is a sugared, tropical, citrus, mountain air, lush green, like customer reviews are all 5 stars on it. People love our home fragrance. If you use our room spray in the full size that comes in the blue bottle, or the candle that comes in the blue, how pretty is that going to be when you also have your Polish pottery out? Like, I just wanted to show you like how nice it is to sort of have this whole designed look in your home. There's something about fragrance that makes us happy. I can tell you, before we do these lives, I spray 2 spritzes of the home fragrance. It just gets me in the right mood. I had run out of my favorite perfume, so I ordered a bottle. Sephora was having a sale, so I took advantage of the extra 15% off and bought a bottle of the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt fragrance that I love. It came today, and Kylie can tell you, I opened it in the kitchen and I gave myself 2 spritzes, and I just was like, oh, I just love the way this smells. When things around you smell pleasing to you, it puts you in a good mood. And again, when people walk into that space and smell something nice, it puts them in a good mood too. So think about fragrance. It's a very important way to decorate your home. And all of our candles and home fragrances, we use natural essential oils. Our candles and home fragrances are made in the USA. They're made in Southern California. We use soy candles. So, definitely check out our assortment, because again, once we're at May 1st, the offer to get the bonus room spray will no longer be there. So stock up on that, because that could just make, you get a bonus spray, that could just make a nice little stocking stuffer for somebody while you enjoy your other things. And then speaking of candles, Kylie, would you mind handing me the dough bowl candles? You can see behind me, I've been burning one of our dough bowl candles from KC Essentials. These have always been very popular. We bring new fragrances, we bring new styles. The first dough bowl that we did for you was the home fragrance, and we've expanded on those. So these wooden bowls are from Lancaster County here in Pennsylvania. KC Essentials is local. She lives a couple miles down the road from me. And what Katie does from KC Essentials with her dough bowl candles is she and Ed, Candle Maker Ed, share the recipes with each other for the home fragrance. So Ed shares the recipe for our home fragrance with Katie, and she creates a dough bowl candle using soy wax and using wood wicks to create this I'll just slide this off if I can. Maybe I can do it on another one. This 4-wick candle. Yeah, just so you can see what it looks like. So it looks like this. All right. You want to burn all 4 wicks at the same time. Those are wood wicks. They have a slight crackle to them when they burn. And then when you're done burning the candle, then you're left with this cool kind of rough hewn dough bowl that you can use for trinkets, you can use for decorating, whatever. This is a great gift for Mother's Day, by the way. So what do we have here for you? Well, a couple things. The first thing I'll tell you is, for the first time ever, we're taking a little price break on these. So they're normally $60, and we've sold hundreds of them. We're taking $5 off the price, so now they're $55. Again, all fresh made, poured here in Chester County, Pennsylvania. You can do it in our home fragrance, and that's what the wrap looks like there, the Just Jill candle. So that's our home fragrance, which is my favorite, and that's what's burning there. Sea Salt and Orchid is one of our newer fragrances. In fact, we launched it in the dough bowl before Ed was finished making his round of them. But it's a very nice fragrance. Again, it's not overly floral. I love any fragrance that has a little mix of sea salt in it. So it's a very soft floral with a little bit of that sea salt. Wonderful. If any of you have tried the Sea Salt Orchid in our regular candles, or maybe you've tried this one, let me know in the comments. And then we did one with a little wrap that says Happy Mother's Day. So what a nice gift for mom for Mother's Day. You're going to get $5 off. Remember, that price includes your shipping and handling. And the scent on this one is like a hibiscus palm. So it's a very nice floral with a little bit of greenery in there too. I feel like there's a little gardenia note in here as well. If you like a white flower, I feel like there's a little gardenia note in that one too. And that one says Happy Mother's Day. Mary said, I love my candle. It releases fragrance without being lit. That's what a lot of people say about the dough bowl candles, especially. I think because it's not as deep, right? In a glass container, there's more of the wax that's exposed. So even when it's not lit, it's, permeating, releasing, throwing that wonderful essential oil fragrance. So 3 great choices here for you to choose from. Our home fragrance, which is the Just Jill. We have our sea salt and orchid, and then we have the Happy Mother's Day wrap. And right now, all of our dough bowl candles are $5 off. So they're $55 instead of $60. So, again, it saves you a few bucks. And again, we work on pretty tight margins with some of these smaller creators and designers and candle makers. So we don't have a lot of room to mark things down too much, but we thought, in honor of Mother's Day or this kind of gift giving time of year, and it's our anniversary, why not? $5 off. All right. So those are the dough bowl candles.
Did you talk about the cake platter?
Oh, I did not talk about the cake platter. There's one more piece of Polish pottery to talk to you about. And it also will help remind me to tell you that we know that all year long, people order My Grandma's coffee cakes from us. If you want to order a My Grandma's coffee cake and have it arrive in time for Mother's Day, those orders need to be placed by April 30th. So you have a week, but just make sure that's on your radar. And I think right now we have all of the flavors in stock. So cinnamon walnut, blueberry is one of my favorites. Pineapple coconut, another great one, especially this time of year. It's almost like pineapple upside down cake, like that flavor. There's the banana walnut. There's chocolate chip. The Ted Williams, which is all chocolate. To me, that's more of a dessert one. Slightly warmed vanilla ice cream and perhaps a little drizzle of hot fudge. Never hurt anybody. So check out My Grandma's. The site to order, Patricia, justjillshop.com. Maybe Megan can put that up for everybody. So again, if you're new to watching us, if you're new to joining us, whether you're here from Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, if you've never shopped with us before, I have my own website. When you buy products from Just Jill Shop, you are buying them from me. I am the retailer. I am the one that has the relationships with these different vendors. And we love having the opportunity to bring you such a unique variety, a truly curated collection of products and brands and stories from all around the country. Megan, can you put up that banner that talks about where to shop? That would be great. So let me show you the cake plate real quickly. Because
Do you want help?
I am so tired that I know that I could get a real sugar rush if I ate this My Grandma's cake. So this is the My Grandma's cake, by the way. The cake that we carry here at Just Jill is the largest cake that my grandma makes. It's over 3 pounds. You can cut this up into, 26 slices, think about graduation parties and things like that coming up. Yes, graduation is on my mind in our house because I'm realizing that in 6 weeks, I will no longer have a high school student living here. I will have a soon-to-be college student. All right, so I'm going to move the cake. Kylie, can I hand this to you? Thank you. No tasting. No tasting. Okay, so cake plates. Yes, Mary, the cakes freeze beautifully. They will stay in your freezer for up to 9 months. You can just put the whole box in there. It's wrapped in plastic on the inside. Keep it in that plastic bag. Put the whole cake in the freezer. If you pull it out, cut it up for a party and not everybody eats it and there's some left over, it'll stay in your fridge for another week, or put it back in that plastic bag that it was in before and you can freeze it again. It doesn't get freezer burn or eat. That too. It doesn't freezer burn easily. There's no trans fats, there's no preservatives, real cultured sour cream, bourbon vanilla, Mariani walnuts from California, the best ingredients. It is the best cake, the best coffee cake. If you know, you know. And if you haven't tried it, it's delicious. A wonderful gift to send to for Mother's Day. I actually used to send them to my grandfather for Father's Day every year. He would get it for Father's Day, his birthday, and Christmas. And he really liked the last two because his birthday was November and then Christmas was a month later. My grandfather loved the pineapple coconut and he loved the cinnamon walnut. So that was something easy I could send to him. I mean, my grandfather lived to be 99 and a half. So, when you're sending something to somebody in their 90s, they need nothing. I'm not going to buy him clothes. I'm not, I'm not, he has everything. He had everything he needed for his tractors and his farm. So what could I send him that he would enjoy? The coffee cake, because my uncles were always stopping by, my aunts, my cousins were always out there. So he always had something for himself and something to share too. So I love those coffee cakes to send to people across the miles. All right. And that brings us to how you're going to serve it when you get it at home. So look at this fabulous. I mean, this is an ooh la la. But when won't you use this? If you entertain, when you put out a coffee cake, a regular cake, cupcakes, bagels, a platter of cookies, use this still for charcuterie, cheese and fruit, dips with crackers around it. I mean, you can use it a million different ways. Look how fabulous the design is. This has the yellows and the greens and a little bit of that kind of rusty brown. But then I want to show you something. Okay, look how pretty it is there. Look all the way underneath. And yes, if you wanted to, because I love to do this sometimes. Do you ever do this with your cake plates? Did you know you could do this with your cake plates? This is glazed on the inside. You could put dip here and put all kinds of different, whatever you want to dip inside here. Salsa and your chips, cocktail sauce and your shrimp all around it. This has a lip, so you could use it this way as well as this way. Double the pleasure. But isn't it nice that you have that versatility here when you're going to be investing in a piece like this? Just absolutely, positively gorgeous. I have a thing for cake plates, if you didn't know. You'll see them in a lot of our content. I have all different ones. I love artistic ones. I like clean white ones. I like crystal ones. I love cake plates. I will also say I love cake plates for decorating. Like nothing simpler than maybe a tray with a cake plate in the center, an arrangement of some candles on top, maybe some faux greenery around the bottom of the cake plate in the basket, and voila. Like that's an Instagram reel that's going to, hit 1 million views, right? So easy, so simple, but just something that extends the life when you sort of shop in your house. I love to shop my house. Like, what do I have that I could decorate with? And cake plates to me are total winners. So to have a cake plate that is a Polish pottery cake plate that's all completely painted and so beautifully done. Listen, this is not inexpensive. I'm just going to tell you that this is a expensive piece, but for those of you who see value in not only the function, but also really understand and see value in the level of artistry to create something like this. I mean, look how you have this scalloped edge going all the way around. The fact that this was painted all the way underneath, like who has the patience for that? Do you? I have a hard time buttoning my shirt and I get frustrated. And here's somebody who's sitting there with a sponge, one touch at a time. And then they have to do that like 10,000 more times just to finish one piece. It's like weaving with a paintbrush, totally, Benita. I mean, but the end result is magnificent. I think you know that from me, right? Like I have such an appreciation for artistry because I am not artistic. I might be creative, but I could maybe paint abstract, but I could never sketch or draw and make it look like it was supposed to look. That just is not I just don't have that ability. And so I have such admiration for people who are able to work with their hands and create things like we've shown you here tonight. Like to be able to create these. And here's my fear, and then I'll leave you. But here's my fear, everybody. In a day and age where everybody's talking about AI, where everything is going to be automatically created, it's fake. It's not real. And so, what happens to the life of the artist, right? When people can create scenes using AI, paint me a picture with these colors, is not the same as somebody who is following in the footsteps of their mother and their mother and their mother, learning the art of creating this beautiful Polish pottery. So, yes, I'm passionate about it. And while I understand the price points can vary and can sometimes be expensive, for my money, I'd rather spend the couple $100 or $100, $150 on the one piece that I know was made by hand with such tradition and love and care than to have multiple pieces that were made in who knows where, completely generic, were mass produced on an assembly line, and nobody really cared about what they were doing. I'm not interested in that. And I think if you look at what we carry at Just Jill, I think you can see that that really is my North Star. My North Star is to bring these pieces that are special. Let's make your everyday special with the people who create things that are special too. And with that, I think it's a good way to sign off. What do you think? Any questions from anybody before I sign off? Kylie, by the way, it's 8:56. My team knows. I already told my team, as soon as we sign off from the Facebook Live tonight, I'm going right to bed. I'm exhausted. But I want to spend time with all of you, so I will stay up later if I have to. The happy to meet you chicken is to die for. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, good, Maria. Did you get the chicken in the Jill's Easy Dinner, like the chicken breasts, or did you get the chicken wings? I'd love to know. Let me know.
Easy Dinner.
The Easy Dinner.
Her review is actually featured on the homepage.
Oh, your review is featured on the homepage. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you like it. Yes, those chicken breasts are awesome. Cynthia got my Callista products. Can't wait to try the embellished cream. Amazing. You will love it. I love that product so much. In fact, it is in my hair today. It's what I put in my hair when it's wet. I was actually thinking about doing a video. Would you guys like that? I don't know. I kind of feel weird about doing the beauty videos. I don't know why. I just think I feel like
you're Just Jill.
I'm Just Jill. But I'd be happy to show you, like, how do I use the Callista products on wet hair. I use the embellished cream, work it through my hair, blow dry my hair, piece my hair out a little bit, use a little bit of the embellished fibrous texturizer, and then finish it off with a hairspray. Would that be helpful for you all? You have to let me know. I was actually also thinking about doing, I don't know why I use the word actually so many times. I was considering doing how I put on my makeup and like things I've learned about foundations and those kinds of things. Is that of interest? Let me know. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't know. Brooke just got the flower dish with the patina. Nice size and weight. Awesome. What else? Trying to think. I love seeing all the yeses. A video would be helpful. Great. Your hair looks nice all of the time. Not all the time, Peggy. Kylie's actually laughing. So what does that tell you? Well, you know what it is I have so many pieces and different lengths in my hair that sometimes when I wake up, it's like that. But the beauty is my hair is supposed to look a little messy, so I can get away with it sometimes if I have to run to Walmart really quickly or something. So yeah, thank you. Linda said, I love your bracelets. Those are from Power Beads. You can check those out over at Just Jill Shop. About makeup, skincare. Awesome. Okay, good. So hair and foundation videos. Dennis Basso, the mystery guest. Dennis is not the mystery guest. However, speaking of Dennis Basso, I'm reuniting with him Thursday night on QVC at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I haven't seen Dennis. He was in my last show at QVC. And then I went to his New York Fashion Week show that September. And I haven't seen him since. So I haven't seen him since September 2019. So I'm thrilled to be part of that show. And we'll have a beautiful piece of jade jewelry to share with you in that program. All right. So Pam said, I got Blake's mother's cookies. Delicious. Oh, I love those shortbread cookies. That's like a bit of food crack for me. I have to be honest. Like I can just, I start and I can't stop because they're buttery and delicious. And I just want one more bite. And I feel like because they're small, what's one more bite? They're so good. Really good. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else. We might actually end right at 9 o'clock. Where is Jill Bauer and what have you done with her? All right. So I'm getting some good feedback on the hair and makeup thing. Okay. I'll work on it. For all of you, I will work on it. I will get beauty brave, as Maria McCool says, and I will follow my own advice and follow my North Star and just say, why not me? Why not have me do some videos for people? And maybe my community will learn from it. And who knows, maybe some other people will learn too. Tina says, I'm a sax player and I always try to layer up my necklaces at my gigs. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Tina. Love that. And I love seeing some of you were watching QVC today with the J shows. That's awesome. Thank you all. I love you all so much. You're just such a great community, and we're really excited. Next week's going to be a big week here, so this is what I'll leave you with. And I know we just hit 9 o'clock, and we'll see if I can get done before 9:01. Next week, if the universe and stars align, we will have a special guest that I've been teasing you about. We will also next week likely be debuting a brand new jewelry line, which I'm really, really excited about. So that'll be coming up next week as well. And it's a pretty exciting opportunity and will give us the opportunity to share more things with all of you. So tune in next week. Megan will keep you posted on social. Remember, you can always go when you're on Facebook, just type in Just Jill Bauer, go to our page, see what's new. That's where we try to update you on what's coming, and make sure you're signing up for our newsletter. Have you signed up for my newsletter? Sign up for the newsletter. Megan, can you put a link in there if people want to sign up? The newsletter tells you when things are on sale. The newsletter gives you like what are the top recipes that week. The newsletter will tell you what's cool new in the blogs. The newsletters, we try to share like when I'm going to be on QVC and where you can find me and what's going on. So sign up for the newsletter because that's a great place for you to kind of be in the know if you want to with all things Just Jill. All right, 9:01. I'm out, people. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Have fun shopping for your Polish pottery. Remember, all of our anniversary offers end a week from tonight, but with the Polish pottery, because we're so limited in the number of pieces we carry, don't wait too long. I don't want you to be disappointed. All right, have a great night, everybody. I'm going to bed. Sweet dreams.